There's been a lot of rumors going around that there's going to be a remake of one of the Dark Souls games, and a lot of people are hoping it's Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 does not need a remake, and here's why I think so. First, let me clarify. I do think it would be nice to have a full-on remake of Dark Souls 2 eventually, but I think we should do Dark Souls 1 first, even though we have the really good remaster at the moment. For players like me, I think the game is fun. Dark Souls 2 is a fun game, but it's definitely not the strongest of the trilogy. That being said, I think Dark Souls 2, if they were to do a remake, I would want it to play more like Dark Souls 3. I don't want to say Elden Ring, but I would like it to play more like the future games and how it plays now, which would upset a lot of people who are fans of Dark Souls 2. I don't like the changes to stamina. I don't like the hitboxes or the feedbacks in Dark Souls 2. I'm not a fan of the movement on there. I think it is cool that we have more than just 4 directions to go, but it just wasn't done good or smoothly to me. With my complaints on stamina, hitboxes, and feedback, mostly all I mean there is some of the changes they made to stamina just seem a little bit more, although they're minor, like the negative, like the debuffs they put to it, they just seem more major for me. Like only going up 1 point, so your max stamina is like 40 points lower than what it would be in Dark Souls 1. Negative stamina has a higher effect to where it actually you take more damage if you use all your stamina. Hitboxes completely on opinion wise, to me Dark Souls 2 has some of the worst hitboxes, and that could just be because of adaptability. I'm not going to complain about adaptability, although I don't like it. You do level up very fast in Dark Souls 2, so it's pretty easy to fix that problem. And then what I mean by feedback is in Dark Souls 2, when you get hit, you really just kind of rely on a sound. It's like everyone's a phantom, so you don't necessarily feel that you've been hit. It just, you hear the sound for it. And Dark Souls 2 is just very clunky in my opinion. I know all the games are considered clunky, but Dark Souls 2 just does not feel good in the gameplay to me. A lot of people get upset when I say this, but Dark Souls 2 feels more like a Souls-like game than an actual Soulsborne game. And what I mean by that is I understand it is a Soulsborne, but the development hell it went through, it just loses the charm that most FromSoft games have. And it's like they couldn't find a correct recipe to use to make it feel like the other Dark Souls games. I do think Dark Souls 2 does deserve a remake eventually, for sure. It would be great to see with updated graphics, better performance rates, but for me to see an actual remake of it, I would want it to play a lot differently too. I love how Dark Souls 3 feels. If Dark Souls 2 felt a lot like Dark Souls 3, I would like it a whole lot more. But yeah, that's just my nonsense ramblings about why I think Dark Souls 2 shouldn't be the first one to be remade. Do y'all think Dark Souls 2 should be remade? And do y'all agree with me? Should they change it or should they keep it the same? Let me know what y'all think down below. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.